Hi guys, today I'm going to be playing some gmod. I wanted, because I've been noticing this a bit lately, people don't know how to build. Now, I've started to think that I'm probably just going to build this for people, show how to build, like a decent base that you can build at the start that's just nice to have. It's very useful. It's good to know, just having it in general. This one, bear in mind, I primarily play on the ethereal server. Sorry, hiccup there. I'll play on the ethereal server, so make sure that if you are going to do it, it's very good for that server, especially considering it's a good server for builders. As it incorporates a lot of building things, there's a lot of privilege, and it's not very pay to win at all. So that's pretty nice for anyone who's just starting. So I think you'd enjoy that. So let's just walk over here. I think, yeah. So I think if you come over here, this is a nice little spot. It's a motel. I just call this motel. I think everyone does. And this area is what's it called? Oh, I can't even remember the name. Oh, still, I'm a bit ill, so I'm gonna try and do this nice and not dying, but let's see. So to start out, I usually and this bit it's a bit drab, I will say. And whatever server you're playing on, make sure it has the correct rules and amount of space. Because on some servers, it can just be free wide, so like one person can fit like this, but multiple people behind. On some servers, it's 2 by 2 people. This one, considering I'm playing on the ethereal servers, this usually works for me. You're allowed 4 people in between each door. It doesn't matter how wide or anything. So just make sure you're doing that. Remember, precision tool. Okay. See this move bit? Click that. And then rotation snap degree. Usually I go 12.5, but this 15. It's fine. If you want to do this in Sandbox and switch it over, make sure to download some add-ons that are actually enable it more. It's much better. As you can see here, I'm using the precision tool. Also, let me find the mod here. Sorry, Smart Snap. Get the Smart Snap add-on. It's very useful. It'll really help you in that case. But basically what it does is it adds this. So there's this screen, and then when you hold E with this screen, it'll show you everything kind of get into the corners. It's very helpful with if you're on the base plastic tab here to get these pieces, and they're very nice for that. And also remember, if you want to straighten some out, sorry, I haven't got these. It's disabled. It's just good in people. But basically, hold Shift and E, and it'll go on a 45-degree axis, so you can straighten it out to put it on. So if it comes out a little bit dodgy, and then right-click freezes the prop. Now I've got it like this, and then I can put it in the right position. So I'm saying here. So as you can see, I've kind of got a layout. If it's not wide enough for a human, just right-click precision it. There you go, enough for a human. And then, as you can see here, I've kind of got a layout of what I want to build. I like this setup. It's very useful in Gmod. And considering this spot has a decent bit of space, the upstairs one, I will say, in the motel, has got more space in the back area. But this will do fine, honestly. It doesn't really matter, because it is a very sleek design. And any like illegal stuff you're doing or whatever, it will fit in here. Let's be honest, it's a fair good bit of space here. So what you want to do is, these ones are plates. Make sure you match the same amount of blocks on each. This is 8 wide here. This one, it's very easy to find the one that's this long, because I went max on this prop, so just go max on that one. And what you want to do on here is, 3 away, that's double that, that's that. See, the 4th one back from that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. It's this one. It fits really nice in this base. That's another thing about Motel. It's like perfect for a base that has the max level one of these, so it's just easier to build, and it's way more peaceful and kind to new builders and stuff. And if you use this setup where you're using precision tools, stuff like that, it'll be really nice to you. It's a very good way for new builders to get used to it. This is how I like to use it. I will say this build, it's not going to be beautiful, it's mostly just going to be kind of blank. You can get to the point later where you're making certain textures to make it nice, but this is mostly a tactical base that is going to make sure that you're not going to get raided no matter what. Now, for this one, I want a one piece. Oh yeah, and also bear in mind, check your rules on your server regarding shooting holes. Mine on Ethereal is one block wide, so a block like this, up and down. It needs to be that length on Ethereal for me. So then I'll place it like that, and see. Lovely, that'll be a shooting hole later. I'll make it a one-way later too. I'll show you how to build one-ways. That's very important for people, I find. I'm not going to pause this video or anything, so literally step by step copy this base if you want. I'm not going to leave a download in the description because I kind of, if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're fairly new to building and gmod in general, so I just want you to practice this on your own instead of just copying it, you know? It's a bit less lazy, and to be honest, it'll give you the practice you need to actually get used to it. So here we are. Oh, sorry, wrong ones on these. I made a mistake. Okay, don't do these. Sorry, I know, big mess up. It's fine. Alright, do too high on these two. It's gonna make sense later, don't worry, in comparison to the one there. If you watch this, bang, bang, so it's too high instead. So basically, I don't have a third person mod enabled, but normally if you have like a gun out, it's hard for them to see your head in comparison to you seeing them. It's allowed, it's not illegal on any servers realistically, because you can still see your head, so it's not cheating or anything. So it is allowed. It basically just makes it harder for them and easier for you. So I don't know like why it wouldn't, you know what I mean? But on this one, because problem is I can't see directly in front of me. So for this one, I'm only leaving it 4 high here, so I can actually see the person who's in my shooting holes. Now, let's get a second one of these. Boop. Place this on top. Perfect. Doesn't matter the way, just make sure when you're using Smart Snap, it's lining up properly and you know exactly where it's going to go. So you get a nice straight edge like this. Doesn't go out anywhere. Everyone can see. Oh, yeah, base, you know. Obviously, I blocked off this door. This door can't close now, but it's fine. Make sure you're leaving the door open like this in case it does glitch, so you're not trapped inside your base or anything. If you are, just like precision, boop, about 9. Boop, 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 and then, ta-da, you're fine. So if it is trapped, yeah, just precision real quick, and make sure you don't have that enabled, push/pull, as time, because that it'll mess up. So basically, it differs per prop, but if you have this disabled, it'll all be the exact same per prop. So if you have multiple props you're pulling, it'll make it so it all matches up. It's pretty nice. So just remember that. I know it's difficult when you're starting building. But that's just something you got to get into. Now this bit, I'll make it a top bit. I've built in this spot before, so I know the roof. Basically, it manages 7, and obviously there's no 7 prop. That's about 7 long, so you got to get a 3. And then, to be honest, just get something you can jump on top of. Make sure you can stand up. Yep. Okay, now a 4. This should 4. And it's nice because we know the exact lengths we need to be because we got them in such a specific spot, which is very helpful, and it'll speed up your entire process. So get it like this, line up, boom. That looks fine, but don't worry, you can go check it. Just go up the second floor, see if it's going through the floor. Ah, it is. But because we use multiple props, if we do precision it down, it's just going to clip into the other one. So it's fine. It doesn't affect anything. So watch. That's not going to block your shooting hole because they're just merged now. It doesn't really matter. And don't worry about them going in and out of each other. I know it's a very annoying thing. So basically, once we fix this and do all the materials, it won't look like that. And it'll be nice. Okay, next step. We want the 4. Boop. And boop. See, it's a very easy base to build. This will maximum take you 20 minutes, not even that. And that's a good thing about it, and it's a base you can use forever realistically. And it's a hard base to raid too, I will say. Vary on how you build it, but yeah, it does eventually get to the point where it's like, super difficult to raid it. and I really like that. Let's go once again. 8. Okay, you can use a stacker tool sometimes if you want. It varies on what you're doing. You might want to use a stacker tool. It's a good tool to have. Basically makes it so it'll make an exact stack on top of it. And now we know that I messed up on that bit, so you can just go boop, 2 instead of 3. So it'll basically just about reach that roof. And if it's not 2, well, we'll just make it 3, won't we? Okay. Boom. Yep. And obviously this one's 1 tall, so yeah. Perfect. Now, you need to go with this one, do the same thing. Just make sure you're matching the correct sizes. Very simple, very easy. I'm going to clip this video up into multiple different bits, so you can just look, scan through. If there's a specific part you're stuck on, it'll specifically put you to that part, which is helpful, I think. It'll just make it easier for everyone who's new and such, and needs a specific thing they need to get used to. It's just helpful, makes sense to me. I hope it makes sense to you. Okay. Bang. Now remover, get rid of this prop. Now you'll see, this is where stacker normally for me is very helpful. Sadly, we are not using stacker because I didn't download the mod. You can if you want, just make sure you're stacking in the correct ways. Now, these are for the shooting holes, so what you want to do is, you can get any point on it. Boop, boop, boop. So now it's too thick there. Make sure it's too thick. Perfect. Mine is fine. Okay. It's all about trial and error when I'm building. Sometimes I'll have a big crazy idea. I'll start it and won't finish it. That's fine. It's normal. You know, not everything can work. I have a lot of bases that do work, but you wouldn't think they would. But yeah, you get to the point where you realise what would be a good spot to build in, what wouldn't. It's very helpful. Here we go. And this, to be honest, this is majority finished now. And it didn't take me long. It's just a really quick... Oh, that's too big. Yeah, 4 here. Really quick. Nice, easy base for you lot when you're getting started at this game. Now, the next step after doing this is going to be showing you how to make one-ways. So, this always works on gmod, unless I don't know what's wrong with your server. So, firstly, you're going to want to colour. Okay, render mode glow. Make sure it's on glow. So, click render mode, click glow. Okay, now see your front ones on your shooting holes. Make sure you're colouring them glow. And then you can obviously see, because they're the one tall blocks here. So you go, you can see them pretty easily. Now, make sure you're not doing the back ones glow if you are using the stacker tool. So make sure this one isn't glow and just regular like everything else. Let me find the... Oh, that is not the correct one. There we go. Sometimes they glitch and disappear. Boop. But as you can see, it makes a lovely one-way. No one can see you through that side. Perfect. Now, obviously, if someone does abuse this... oh god. Oh no. Remove it. Just press R and it'll remove the color, the material, sorry, that you added. So, perfect here. Now, switch off glow. Normal. Colour the rest of these. Don't recolor the shooting holes accidentally, because that'll remove the world glow. Well, I say world glow, it's just regular glow. Usually there used to be only regular glow, now there's world glow. It's nothing. Material, now. This one, shiny. This one's fine. This is very nice. Some servers, they will add shadows to stuff, but they might have an actual shadow remover tool. That is a quite nice tool to have. Although it doesn't work with Advanced Duplicator 2, which annoys me a bit, but it's fine. Right. So what we've got here is no buttons yet. We'll add buttons later. Don't worry about it. Now we need to add regular doors. They're fading doors. Basically lets you in and out your base. Depending on your server, they might let you like key bind, which is obviously using the key that you set it up with the fading door. If they don't, you can just do the keypad. Some servers, they have an ID. Now, the keypad pack I installed doesn't have ID on it, which it's annoying, but if you have one on your server that does, that's kind of nice. So basically, ID, it lets you just click E on it and it'll go. Now, see how I'm using these doors? I'm using the Smart Snap tool, pressing E on them. make sure it's this prop down here. As you can see, interior fence. If you search up fence, that'll come up. A ton of other fences like it. It's very nice. Make sure they're decently far apart from each other so you're not cheating on your server. By the way, remember, check your server rules when it comes to things like this every time. Because this base is really nice. If you're playing on a server like Ethereal, which is the one I currently play, if you want to play it, I don't have any problems with that, you know. It's a nice server. So basically, boop, boop, boop. Uh-oh, this is wrong. Then just right-click that into the wall. Doesn't affect anything. Nice. So you can see, we've got these up. Now, what you need to do is fading door. Now, it depends on what you want to use. I don't have a pad on my keyboard, sorry, which is very annoying. But basically, fading door. I'm using hyphen here, right? And then go on your keypad, and then you can obviously, if you hold it down, it will just open. But with a keypad, obviously, it fits your base requirements on your server, which obviously you need to. So you can put it anywhere. I usually put it against the wall. So obviously this one, boop, 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 bang. There might be an ID on yours where you can just go through. Mine doesn't, whatever. Okay, so make sure your keypad, you're also setting up to regulation on your server. My server is 5, so I can actually just do that. Perfect. So it's 5 seconds. It's basically just to balance it so you're not abusing it or anything. I'm going to actually precision this way. It basically makes so they can't see your one-way. Once I make this not non-seeable through, it'll just make it nicer. But put your keypads here, so when they're doing it, you can shoot them through this one. This one is a simple one. I'm just going to do that. Color it. See, they can slightly see through, but barely, not enough. Make sure you're not shooting through these, because you can shoot through them normally. Don't shoot through these, though, because it's actually blind fire. So that's just where you're shooting through. You can't see them, they can't see you, but obviously you know where they are. It's an abuse on a lot of servers. It's kind of annoying. On this one, though, I recommend these. This is a very good one. Because basically, yeah, I can colour on this colour too. I don't really care with this last door, because I'll tell you now, they're not going to reach it. It's a very nice base in that sense. Obviously, it has every single angle. Make sure you're not double clicking with your fading door. If you do, it'll glitch it. So what you can do is undo, and then it'll undo it. Or press R on it, and that will remove the fading door. So if you press R on your fading door, yeah, it'll remove the fading door. Okay, now, equals, boop, boop, boop. See? Fine. And boop. Making sure to put it on this side, so it's more difficult for them when the keypad cracking. Right. Also, feel free to put it higher up so they can't crouch to it, because it'll block them from getting that. Although you might want it, so they're harder to move. It's just what you want. It's basically crowd control within your own base. I don't know why that fading door removed the colour on that. I don't know what that was. Weird. I never really have that happen. Yeah, just choose whatever buttons you want. It honestly doesn't matter. Oh, sorry, this is wrong one. 176. 1762. Bang. Now this one I'm gonna put. Let's say, can I? Right, I'll precision it. Actually, yeah, that'll probably work here. Boom. Yeah, that'll work. They can still do that, so I'd watch out with that. But if I boop boop boop, yeah, precision tool works on it. Oh, there. It'll make it so they at least have to go here to keypad crack, so it's difficult for them. And then once again, material, color, boom. And you can see it's all blank. They can't tell there's shooting holes there. Makes it harder for them. Oh, let's see. Can I reach this? Oh no, I can't reach it. Do. 1762. Yeah, just make sure you can always reach your stuff. There you go. Fine. Lovely. You know, I'm actually just gonna... Yeah, you can just use your keybinds if you're building, usually. Obviously, check your rules on keybinds. That's your right, obviously. I don't know if you're cheating or not. I don't know. I don't question these things. Now, we're going to start here. So what you want to do is, fading door, hold that keybind, button, whatever you have it on, boom, click the one behind it. You don't have to, you can just go here and click it. Basically, oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Sorry, I have messed this up. Okay, let me just... Yeah, I messed it up. Okay. Yeah, okay. Don't question this. It's fine. Alright, I don't know what's happened here. I never get this. I don't know what... I don't really use this fading door, but boop, undo it. That works. I'm sorry about that. It depends on your fading door mod. I didn't really know which fading door mod this was. It's not the one I use on my server, Ethereal. So you can just undo, you can go around, or you can go from here. Sorry about that. Okay. Now you want to get a button. Boop. And then depending on some servers, they have presets on their buttons. But basically, if you stand here, it's close enough to the button that if you're still aiming down sight, it'll still see through. Obviously, you can see through your other shooting holes. Don't step too close. If you stand about here, not fully close to it, they can't see your gun. It depends on what gun you're using. But if you're using a gun like the ACR, it gets too close and they can actually see your gun through the... It clips through. So remember that when you're defending. Fading door. Fading door. Okay. Button again. And then this is how I like to set up my fading doors. So it's like this. So boop. Oh, shooting windows, sorry, not fading doors. But yeah. One up top, one down bottom. So sometimes, if they are too close, if you put both of them in the middle instead, they might get confused and you might accidentally open this one and they can shoot you up. You're vulnerable. So make sure you are selecting the right ones. So in this spot, because it has the fading doors, I'm going to select boop. Boop. So you're obviously getting the correct spots that you need to kill the person who is attacking you. Yeah, that's good. And it's... Which button did I... Oh, yeah, I didn't even select it. God. What did I put button as? Comma. Okay, perfect. And then you can just go here. And then... Oh, I can't... Wait. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go through. This works fine. And then hold it, whatever. And obviously, if you have a precision tool out or anything, it will use that precision. So make sure you don't have a gun like that out, and then it will just boop. Yeah, just don't have a tool like that. I don't know why I would, to be honest, if you're defending your base, but you know, just be wary. Go through here. Once again, done. See, it's a nice base, helpful, really good at defending. It's just what new people need on a game like gmod. And then obviously we have these crouch ones too, so you can shoot them from below. It's actually really hard for them to see you through these. They can still see you, but it's actually quite difficult for them, which I find is nice. These last two... Yeah, make sure you're not using any of your actual keybinds that you use for like killing. I don't know what keybinds you have. Whatever keybinds you have. I think I'm going to make a video on actual keybinds. Because it makes sense to have it. Alright, fading door. So this top one works. And I don't really... Yeah, it just depends on what you're going to do. That's your boop. And then perfect. So now we have a full set of base, shooting holes, fading doors. It's defendable. It's blank canvas, so they can't even tell where anything is. Obviously, there is shadow remover on some servers. I don't know what your server's like. And then what you need to do is area copy size. Put that up to max. Basically, just copies the area. Hold shift, right click, let go of both of them. Right click, and then boom, it has it copied. Go up to here. Right click this. You don't have to open the thing. Save. I'm going to say motel. Oh god, that's caps lock, sorry. Motel bottom base. See, name it something that identifies it. If you look at mine, it's truly depravity how awful the names are. Some of them are literally working on. I've just kind of got used to some of the names. Save. Okay, now if I go to motel, yeah, I've got a lot. Motel, bottom base, it'll load this. I'm not going to leave a save file, if you're wondering. I don't like doing that. I like people to work it for themselves. So see, you can literally paste it anywhere. But if you want to paste it back in the same spot, paste it original position. There you go. It'll paste it there. Okay. Certain things won't load on your server, but it is good. So basically, it depends on your server. Some stuff doesn't load through Advanced Supercare. Like if you do have Shadow Remover, which I know I keep mentioning, but it's a really useful tool. It looks nice. That doesn't load through Advanced Supercare too, so you have to go over it again. It's kind of stupid, but you know. But yeah, that's the base. Nice and defended. If you wanted to stop people grenading you, you can put a little prop up there. I'll just show you that real quick. It's not really invasive or anything in your actual base. It just makes it a bit more safe. Some bases, I do like to actually... Oh, yeah, just put it about there. That'll be fine. And then precision it up. Okay, see? That'll just stop grenades going through. Some bases, I put a fence, like these fences, because you can shoot through these fences. Yeah, you can shoot through these fences. I like to put a fence in the shooting hole. So basically, it'll make it so they can't throw any grenades through. It's more safe. I'll demonstrate that again too. Make sure it's this fence. This fence is the nicest fence in my opinion. Because it doesn't have any glitchy stuff with it. Although, oh, it is quite tall actually. Let's see. Does this fit? Do you fit in here? Oh, you do. Okay, you can use this fence. Right. And you're obviously going to need multiple for this. Because it's quite long. But depending on your server, once again, some it makes it so you're ghosted prop when you fizz gun. This one doesn't. Just precision it in. As you can see, they can now not do it. It doesn't affect you in anywhere, but it just makes it so grenades can't get through. You're fully protected from that. So if they do throw a grenade, it'll actually hurt them instead of you. So you know, it's kind of on their part there, isn't it? That's actually quite smart. You can also just use one of these that'll fit here. Yeah, it just depends on how big your spot is that you need to put your thing in. So I think that's enough for you guys. You've obviously seen everything that's gone on. You know what you're doing. So I'd like you to do that yourself in your own base. Why not? This is a nice spot. Good base.